So today we are going to discussing combined dataset operators. We have 4 dataset operators, and we'll see those combined dataset operators, how those operators will work. And here guys, so there is our class notes. In the last session we saw that wildcard characters, and today we are going to see combined dataset operations. So before we talk more and more about combined datasets, first let's understand the meaning of combined dataset. See that here in this Excel sheet you see the name combined dataset. What is the meaning of combined dataset? What is a dataset first of all? We are going to combine 2 datasets or 3 datasets or 4 datasets. What is the meaning of your dataset first of all? Dataset is nothing but the result of one SQL query. That's what select query. So let's say this is some results, and we can say these results as a one dataset. And we are going to combine. Let's see this guys. This is one data set. This is the result of one SQL query, and this is the result of another SQL query. This is the data set. This is the data set 1, and this is data set 2. Or else we can also call, instead of calling this data set, we can also say that these are the result sets. Yes, result set or a data set, both refer the same. So now here, okay, before we start further on this combining these data sets and all, first let's understand what is the duplicate data. What is the duplicate data? Duplicate data is nothing but repetitive records. A record is repeated more than once, then we can say that is duplicate data. See now here guys, this is my duplicate records inside the table. You see this is when I am going to look for a table, I said select star from table name, and I got these results. You see that there are records which are really duplicate. Here 1 CHR 1000 is having the same record twice in that table, and this is the same record, it is there twice. Total 2 records are having duplicates. That means 2 records are repeated more than once. If the record is there for 3 times or 4 times or 5 times, then still we can say that is duplicate record. The duplicates are there 5 times, 5 records. I can simply say here how many duplicate records are there? 2 duplicate records are there. That means there are 2 records are repeated more than once. That's why I am going to say 2 duplicates are there. Okay, this is fine. And this is one thing guys. And another thing is, let me go back and let me explain one secret here. Not secret, it's a kind of understanding. Now we are going to understand the data, how the data will be placed in the SQL tables. How it will place, we already seen that by using the insert statements we are going to load the data into the table. But let's understand the behavior of and the nature of the data. So now I am going to connect into our database. How do we connect it to our database? Here you can simply select that database, to which database you want to connect. No need to write use space database name all the time. And now here our database is 7_02. This is our database. No, so now I connected to that our database. So now here this is not DID, this is a DEPT ID. So let's execute this SQL query. So now when I execute this SQL query, see now here guys, I am able to see same record twice. This is what result set. So now in employee table, from employee table, I am displaying the people whose salary is equal to 1000, and these details only these details. So when I am looking for only these details, so I am seeing 2 records are repeated, same records. See that all values are same. Then I can say this is duplicate data. In my result set, there is a duplicate data is there. But the fact is here, these are the 2 details of 2 employees. Because those 2 employees' salaries are same, those 2 employees are not belongs to any department, those 2 employees' address is the same, those 2 employees are females, those 2 employees are not having middle name, last name, and their status is also unknown. See here, among these details, there is no unique column details. Okay, now let's see this one guys. So these all will come guys, don't worry. After this combined dataset operations, we have the normalization. In the normalization, we will see all this one by one. So now let's see this actual employee data. In this employee table, are you going to see that any record is duplicated? Let me order by employee ID. Let me make it order by employee ID. Order by employee ID. Guys, these order by clauses, all that will come in the coming sessions. I just displaying this data in the order. ordered by employee ID. You see that? So now this is all the employees. So some of the employees' names are same, but names and salaries, so many things are matching, but they are all different employees. There is no employee with the same employee because their employee IDs are different, completely different. Maybe some of employee names are same, but they are different people. You see that there is a people with the same name, but their salaries are different. And their departments are same, and date of birth is the same, date of join is the same, address, gender, everything is same, but their phone numbers are completely different. Their email IDs are different. So how can we say that these are the same people? These are the not same people because their phone numbers are different, their mail IDs are different, their employee IDs are different. Right? You see that everywhere there are no people duplicate. So actually now here we need to understand in the employee table there are no duplicate records. But when I am querying the data from the employee table, when I am looking for the specific details from employee table, in these details, in this SQL query is going to produce some data, some results. In that results we are seeing some duplicate data because there are two employees are having same details, same this salary, department ID, address, gender, middle name, last name and employee status. Because the main problem here is, so whatever the columns we are trying to display here, these are the columns not like a unique data. These are the columns may have duplicates. See that here guys. So finally, so now we need to understand when I say duplicate data, is that duplicate data really exist in the table, in the whole table like this. In the whole table, is there any employees are repeated in the whole table level, including all the columns? Or else in your result set, you return your own SQL query, you return one specific columns you are displaying from the table. Only specific columns guys, not all columns. Only few columns I am displaying from the employee table. In that, among that few columns, I am seeing some duplicates. So now when somebody is talking about duplicates, first question we need to ask them, are you seeing the duplicate records in your entire table or else only on some specific columns? That is very important. Usually guys, when we are going to say duplicates, 99% of the cases are the duplicates. When I say duplicate, that is the record is repeated in the entire table level. All values should be repeated in that table. Or else in another cases, people will also will consider the two records as your duplicate records. Some of the columns data is matching. See now in this case, these two records are duplicates because some of the columns are matching. So when you give this data to the client or else to someone else, so then they will say same record is there twice. This is duplicate data. They will simply say that. But the fact is here there are two employees with the same of these details, but their phone numbers are different, mail IDs are different, employee IDs are different. But we are not displaying those data here. Okay. So now when we are going to talking about the duplicates, first the question is whether the duplicate is there in that particular result set or else duplicate is there in the entire table including all the columns. Entire table means in all the columns or only specific columns where that duplicate data is there. If it is only on a specific columns, so we may not consider this as a duplicates. We may not consider these results as a duplicate results because this is accepted because two employees can have same salary, same department. All these values may be have by same person. 2 people or 3 people will have same details. That is accepted. But in entire table level, when you are going to see that star means all columns. In that all columns, including employee ID, including phone number, including email ID, everything is repeated twice. Then we can say, see that the entire record is repeated twice. Then we can say that is the realistic duplicate record. Okay, so this is the meaning of duplicates, guys. Duplicate means entire table is repeated the record. See now this is my entire table. I have only these 3 columns in my table, and within these 3 columns again I am seeing 2 people, including their employee ID also it is repeated. Then I can say this is the duplicate record. Okay. Still we can consider this is also duplicate data, but this duplicate data is for only on a specific columns. Okay, guys. So now here Okay, let's come back to this combined data set operations. Now we understand duplicate record means a repeated record in your result set. Okay, so now this is one result set, this is another result set, and in these result sets also we may see that duplicate records, but here I have not mentioned any duplicate records. So combining means, so now we are going to apply combining this result set and this result set by using combined data set operators. Once we combine these two result sets, we will see the output like this. The data sets are combined. Combined means very simple. Take these result sets over here and append these results to this like this. So and finally this is what I am combining two results, guys. Show it as a single data set. Take two result sets, take two data sets or two result sets and combine them and show it as a single data set. That's it. So if you want combine two result sets, there are some rules are there, guys. We can't blindly combine. There are some rules are there, and we'll see that how to combine first of all and what are those two rules here. You see that here. So how do you combine? First we need to write one SQL query, and this query will give some results, and put the data set operator, combine data set operator, and then SQL query too. Oh, sir, can you please tell me, show me some example here. So now here the example is select star from table 1 where address equal to SA and his salary is greater than 5,000. This is one SQL query, guys, and this SQL query is give some data, some records, one record, two record, I don't care how many records, some records it will give, some data set or result set, and union all is one of the combined data set operator, and this is the second SQL query, and these two SQL queries will be, the two SQL queries will return some results, and those two results will be combined and show it as a single data set finally. So now you observe one thing, guys, here. So this is the column names ID, name, address, and ID, F name, LOC. Okay, which columns it will take, sir? This result final, after you combine these two results, which column values it will appear here? The column values from the first query. So that means, okay, I will address that one again, guys, that's fine. And here we can call this a first query, we can call this query as a outer query and this query as inner query, the left side query as outer query and the right side query as a inner query. Guys, I always prefer to use these names, outer query, inner query. Outer query means the left side query, this query is outer, this query is inner query. I always prefer to use these two names, outer query and the inner query. So if you want to combine these two result sets from these two SQL queries, these two result sets should follow some rules, guys. The result sets, the results which are coming from these two SQL queries should follow some rules. What are those rules? The both result sets. So if you want to combine this result set and this result set, there are some rules are there. These two result sets should follow those two rules. Then only we can combine these two result sets. The first rule is both result sets should contain same number of columns, and here it should be 3 columns and here also 3 columns. So rule is passed. So both result sets should contain same number of columns. That is the rule 1. Make sure both result sets should contain same number of columns. And the rule 2 is the data types on those columns should match. The data type means here what is the first column data type? This is looks like a number. This is also number. So it is compatible, it is matching. And the second column data type is character, and here also it is character, it is matching. Third column is also character, and here is the third column is also character, it is also matching. So now here the data types on the columns should match. The first column data type in the outer query result set should match with the first column data type in the inner query result set. See that, guys, how I am constructing these statements. So now the data types of the columns on both query results should match. How it will match? First column data type should match with the inner query result set, first column in inner query result sets, and the second column data type should match with the second columns, and third columns data type should match. Second columns data type should match, first columns data type should match. If it is not matched, we can't combine. That is the problem. Okay, guys, so this is what. Okay guys, so now here I am going to write one SQL query. This is one SQL query guys, and we have total, you see we have total 4 operators are there guys: union all, union, intersect and except. These are the 4 operators, and we can use any one of these operator to combine this data and this data. So we are going to see, if I use union all operator, how these 2 data sets will combine. If I use union operator, how this data set and this data set will combine. If I use intersect operator, how this data set and this data set will combine. If I use except operator, how these 2 data sets will combine. That's what we are going to see now. See that here guys, we have these 2 SQL queries are there, this one and this one. Okay, and this is one SQL query. I am going to use this SQL query as a outer query. This is the table from emp_series set1, and this is another SQL query on a different table. Guys, here the thing is, these result sets may be from 2 different tables or else from same table with a different criteria data, which is matched with the different criteria. So now here this no need to be these 2 result sets from same table, or no need to be different table, just 2 formal data sets, that's it. Whether these 2 data sets are from same table or different table, it doesn't matter. Okay. So sir, do I need to make sure this column name should be same? No, not required. Column names may be different, that's not a problem at all. But a number of columns should match. These are 3 columns and these are 3 columns. And here first column data type is number, here is also it is number. Second column data type is character, here is also character. This is number, this is number. So it is matching. So no problem. So if I use union all operator, when I am going to combine this data and this data, I am going to use union all operator. Then what will happen? So it will, so the union all operator, see now here I written the note, it will take the data from outer query and inner query. So inner query result sets. Take the data from outer query, this is outer query guys, and this is inner query. Outer query means I am going to write this query in the left side, and I am going to write this query in the right side. Left side and right side. Left side query is outer query, right side query is inner query. And now here union all operator, what it will do? Take this data and as well as this data and combine the data. So take this data as it is guys. Let me take this data as it is. Just 1 minute. So now take this data. So take the data including these columns names guys. So these results will take the column names from the outer query. Outer query, whatever column names it will show, that the same column names will show in the final results. So now take the data from outer query results, take the data from inner query results, and combine these 2 data and show me the data as it is. That's it. This is the final result guys. If I use union all operator, union all means all records. For suppose when I am going to combine this result set and this result set, if I use union operator, then how it will combine? First it will take the data from the outer query, take the data from outer query as it is, and then take the data from inner query, combine that first. See that guys, what it is doing? Whatever this union all operator is done, same thing will done by union also. But additionally, union, once it is combined is done, after that again the union operator is looking for repeated records. One CHR is repeated twice and remove one occurrence. Keep it 1 copy of record. 2 mic 2000, how many times it is there guys here? This is 2 extras here. 2 mic 2000 is came twice here, and also here one more time 2 mic 2000. And check it out, is there anywhere? 3 Scott 2500. There is no 3 Scott 2500, but here 3 Victor 1500 and 4 Jack 3000, not 4 Sam 1100, it is there twice, and remove 1 copy. See that now here. And finally, this is what my result set. That's it. So finally, this is what the result guys from the union operator. I'm going to show that on the system guys. Okay, don't worry. So just we are understanding first critically, and then we can see practically. But after this class, please go ahead and practice this. Definitely you can understand. So here you see the notes here. So union operator, what it will take the data from outer table and inner table. I should not say outer table, I have to say outer query and the inner query. Outer table, it's all will come in joins, and we'll see that time, and outer query results and the inner query results. I should have to say query results, and combine the data as usual like a union all, and then it will take the column names from the outer query results. After combining the data, it will avoid display the duplicate records. That means it will verify are there any records are repeated, and then remove that repeated records. Not all records, guys. Keep one copy of record as it is and remove all additional duplicates. Okay, so that's what union is doing. You see that union both will do same operations, but union is additionally it is removing the duplicate records. It will not show the duplicate records in this combined results. Okay, guys, that's what union will do. It's a very simple. Now what about that intersect? So the next operator is intersect. Intersect is going to display that. First it will go to take the matching records from both result sets and then avoid any duplicate records to display. So matching record means, now see here guys, take the column names from the outer query. So take these column names from outer query, and let's go to this outer query results, and check it out. One CHR 1000 is there in this result set. It is there. One CHR 1000 is there. It is not there. One CHR 1000 is there in the results in the inner query result sets. It's not there. So ignore that and go to second record. Second record is also one CHR 1000. One CHR 1000 is there in the results inner query results. No, it's not there. Then ignore that. And 2 mic 2000 is there in the inner query results. Yes sir, it is there. Then take this record, because this is common record. These records are matching in both result sets. So it will take that record 2 mic 2000. And then go to fourth record. The fourth record is 3 Scott 2500. It is there. 3 Scott 2500. It's not there. But here IDs are matching, but names are different, salaries are different. So it will not consider as a same record. It is going to consider as a not matching. And let's see 4 Jack 3000. It's matching. No, it is not matching. So IDs are okay, but names are different, salaries are different. So no matching. And again, this is the sixth record. 2 mic 2000 is matching. Yes sir, this is matching. It is matching with the 2 records. But how many records it is matching, it doesn't matter. It is matching or not. Yes sir, it is matching. So then take this record also. Okay. And again, what this union, so this is, there are 2 records are there in outer query. Maybe these 2 are same. There are 2 records are there in outer query results. Those 2 records are having matches. This record is having match, and also this record also having match. So now here again the intersect, what it will do, after consolidated all the matching records, again it will go through these matching records and it will verify are there any duplicates. Again it will, that's why I mentioned here, avoid any duplicate records to display. Avoid any means it will verify for duplicate records and keep 1 copy of record and remove all additional duplicate records from the final data set, final combined data set. Okay, that is what intersect operator will do. And next we have except operator. Except operator, sometimes we are going to call it as a minus operator. Usually people are also calling it as a minus operator. Usually the reason is in the PLSQL, instead of except we are going to write minus, M-I-N-U-S. That's what we are going to write in a PLSQL language. But rest of the commands are same guys in the PLSQL. Union all, union, intersect, all are same. But except, there is no command except, there is no operator except in the PLSQL. We are going to use minus, M-I-N-U-S, minus. Okay, this is fine. What this except operator will do? When I am going to combine these results and these results, what this except operator or minus operator, what it will do? So now that except operator will go to these outer query results. It will go to outer query results and display records only from these outer query results, guys. It will not display any record from these results. It will not display any record from inner query results. If the except operator always display the records from outer query results only. But which records? That's very important. Which records? Whatever records are not matching with inner query results, display those records. That's it. Very simple. Let's see this. One CHR 1000 is matching. It is not matching, sir. Then take this record. Because one CHR 1000 is not matching with any of these records in inner query results, then take that record. And again, one CHR 1000 is matching, sir. It is also not matching. Take this record also. This is the second record. And what about third record? 2 mic 2000, it is matching, sir. Then don't take this record. 3 SCAR to 2500, it is not matching, sir. Then take this record. 4 Jack 3000, sir. It is not matching, sir. Then take this record also. 4 Jack 3000. It is not matching, na? Then take that record. And 2 mic 2000, sir. This is matching, sir. Then don't take this record. Take only, see, except operator is going to display only the records from outer query results. Which records? Which records are not matching with the results. The results in the inner query results. Inner query. Okay. So now here finally took, these are the records. 1 CHR 1000, 1 CHR 1000, 3 SCAR 2500, 4 Jack 3000. And again it is going to avoid duplicate records to display that. That means again in this result set, let's verify are there any repeated records. Yes, sir. 1 CHR 1000 is repeated twice. And remove one copy of record. Remove it. No need to display that repeated records. And display these 3 records. Finally, the except operator will display these 3 records. You see this, guys, this is what these operators. Union all operator is combining and showing this data and this data completely, and union combine this data and remove the duplicates and then show that. Intersect whatever the common records, matching records between these 2 result sets, only matching records, it will show that. 2 mic 2000 is the matching record. And except operator, it will show only the records from outer query results which are not in inner query results, which are not matched with inner query results. That's what except operator. Yes, this is what union all, union operator, intersect operator and except operators. And you see now here, when compared to union all and union, union all whatever work that union all is doing, same thing done by union also. But union, what it is doing additionally, it is looking for the duplicates and avoid displaying the duplicate records. So now that's the reason mostly there is a kind of statement is there, union all operator will take less time to execute when compared to union operator. That is true, because union operator is going to do more and more work than union all. That's why union operator will definitely take less time. Union all operator will definitely take less time compared to union operator. Okay. So this is a kind of, and sometimes people will put this type of questions in the interviews and operator. So this is what, guys, combined data set operators theoretically we discussed. Now we are going to see on the system how we can, the same thing. I am going to take these 2 queries, guys. Same 2 queries are there. I will take these 2 queries and I will do that. Okay. So I already have that same queries in my SQL file and I am going to use that same 2 queries. I have the tables also, guys. I already shared you in the last session all the tables with the scripts, what tables we are going to use it in our classes. So some of the tables are missing. I do saw that, but I can give you that tables today. I will go through that tables today and we'll do that. Okay. So today is Thursday. Yeah, we'll do that. No problem. Today is Thursday. Yeah. Okay, guys. So now we are going to see that combine data sets and how do we combine these data sets. I already have one more duplicate. Okay. So combined data set operators, guys, total 4: union all, union, intersect, except. And in a PLSQL, at that time when we are going to discussing PLSQL, we'll replace this except with the minus operator. Okay. But the concept is same, but only the keyword is different. So data set means the results from a select query. We can say that is a data set. And here I have this table, guys. I already uploaded, whatever the scripts I given you, in that scripts you should see these 2 tables are there, and you can execute that query. It will give some results. It is giving some results here, and this query is going to give some results. So these are the 2 data sets, and these 2 data sets we are going to use that in a combining these 2 result sets. Yes, it's very simple. There are two results are there, sir. I have written two select statements. I want to show this data to my customer as a single data set. Just use unional operator or union. If you don't care about the duplicate records, then just simply go with the union all. If you don't want to display that duplicate records, you are expecting some duplicate data in the data sets, and if you don't want to display that duplicate data, then we can use union operator. Okay guys, so now this is what. Now let's see that how we are combining these two queries. Here you see this is one SQL query, outer query, unional operator. This is inner query. Guys, here this whole line is now becoming one SQL statement. Don't say two commands, two SQL commands. All this line, this whole line together is now, I am going to say one SQL statement. Let's execute. So now I can see this. Okay. And a similar way, we can see that this is unional operator. Unional operator is showing, see that including repetitive data also. Okay. That is what union all. What about the union? If I use union, just union, it will not show that repeated data. It will do this the same combine. After combine, it will avoid displaying the duplicate data. One copy of record is displaying. You see that? You can compare this data with this Excel sheet data, guys, because the same data I copied to this Excel sheet, whatever is there in that database. So that's why you can compare these results with this database. You see that 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 for union. So it is saying 1, 2, 3, 3 here, 3, 3, 4, 4. So this is what here it is. And a similar way here we can see that intersect. Intersect will give the matching data. Only one record is matching. 2 Mike 2000. And except operator will give only the records from outer query. That means this table. That means from this result sets. It will display only records from this result set. Which records? Which records are not there in this query results. So now this type of okay, I will talk more and more. Now here you see 1, 3, 4. 3 records are it is displayed. So now here the thing is here, guys, these logics, when we are using except operator, this type of logics we are going to calling as A minus B logics. So this type of logic, when we are using except operator, we are going to say this is A minus B. This is query A, this is query B. What we are doing accepting means A minus B. A minus B means it will display all the records from A which are not in a B. That's what here it is. And so now here this except operator is displaying only non-matching records from outer query, but my requirement is I want display non-matching records from both queries, from this result set as well as I want display non-matching records from this result set. So what I can do, so I am going to switch that. See now here, this is what, write a SQL query to display the non-matching records from both tables. There are two tables, EMP data set 1 and EMP underscore data set 2, CD data set 2. So this is one SQL query results and this is another SQL query results. Okay. So now here when we are going to execute only these two, it will display only the records from CD set 1, EMP underscore CD set 1 table which are not matching with the CD set 2. Okay, that means 1, 3, 4. These are the non-matching records from CD set 1. And now here in the second query what I am doing, I am reversing the SQL statements. And this time this SQL query will give the non-matching records from EMP underscore CD set 2. So let's execute. Let me comment out this union all. Let's execute. See that these are the non-matching records from CD set 1, this table, outer query, and these are the non-matching records from here, from this outer query. And finally I am going to combine these two by using unional operator. So why I use this open and close parenthesis? Because I want to take these two queries as a one set and these two queries as a one data set. Combine these two first and then combine these two SQL query results first and then combine these two SQL query results and then these results and these results do this union all. Okay, union all. because the first line, this statement, this 32nd line will give all non-matching records from CD set 1, and this one will give all non-matching records from CD set 2. We change the positions of the queries, guys. That's it. And finally, we are going to combine these two results, and let's execute. If I execute 13434, so only those records will come. See that? And these are the results actually from first query, and these are the results from this second query. And first query itself, it is a accept operator, and second query is accept operator. So this is how we are going to display that. And this logic, you see, this is query A minus query B, and here query B, this is a query B minus query A. So this logics we are going to calling as A minus B and B minus A. People will say that please do the A minus B, B minus A logic and then combine. Please do A minus B, B minus A and then combine. That is nothing but we are going to display the non-matching records from two data sets or two result sets. Okay. So this is how usually we will apply this type of logics, guys, when you want to display that non-matching records from two result sets. So we can say that this logic is A minus B and B minus A. Yes. And here again I return that one. I don't know, guys, why I return these queries again. So only thing is here I used this query CD set 1 with some conditions and CD set 2 with the different conditions. We are doing union of. And here, but I changed the positions. This time I use a CD set 2 as outer table, and this is a CD set 1 as a inner query. And let's see. So there is maybe it will show the records from this statement first, and then records from this statement. But union all is always club the data, combine the data. Okay. So this is what you can say. We are combining A plus B and here B plus A. What we are doing here, A plus B. A union all means it's nothing but plus. A plus B and here B plus A. Okay, something like that. This is what, guys, combining the data sets. And let me go back and let me see that there is a file with the duplicate data. That SQL file is there with the duplicate data. Let me see what I have written here. Yes, guys, here it is. So whatever I said here, same thing I mentioned about the duplicate records. So duplicate data is nothing but that is what the repeated data. So we can identify the duplicate data in a table. That means any table may contain duplicate data. That a table is having duplicate record means the entire all columns values are repeated, guys. That's the meaning of a table contains duplicate data. Usually when you are saying, sir, there is a duplicate data in a table, then I can expect that duplicate record should contain all column values are repeated. All column values. Even if single column is having different value, then I don't want to say that is duplicate record. All column values should be the same. Then only we can say that is duplicate record. So we can identify the duplicate data in a result set, but this data may not be duplicate in its original table, guys. So now here that's what you see this. You highlight this statement. We may see the duplicate data in the result set. That means you see that in an employee table, when I am querying for the specific columns, then we can see duplicate data. This SQL query is giving some duplicate. You see that. You see that these two records are same, but actually their phone numbers are different, their email IDs are different, their employee IDs are different. But within this result set, when we are checking only within this result set, I am going to consider only this result set, then I can say that is a duplicate data. Yes, sir, duplicate data is there. This is also accepted, guys. People will say this is also duplicate data. Sometimes people also consider, yes, sir, this is duplicate data. Okay, that is fine. I don't want to say this is not duplicate data. In the result set, when we are talking about within this result set, and these records are duplicates. Okay, so but the same records in employee table are not duplicate. If you can check it out in employee table, whatever the records you said duplicate records, but those records are having complete different employee IDs and different phone numbers, different email IDs. Then we can't say that this is duplicate records. Okay, guys. So this is what I discussed. So if you see that only the department IDs and gender, you see that same department ID, same gender. See, because I'm looking only these two columns, then you will see so many things are repeated. You see that it doesn't matter. So now these two columns are having duplicate, means for that records these two columns are having same values for that specific records. But I don't want to say these are the duplicate records. No, these are not duplicate records. These values may be repeated for some of the records, but we are not going to consider this as a duplicate record. But still at the same time people will say that this is also duplicate data. In my result set I am seeing duplicate data. Okay, that's fine. So this is what guys, what we plan today to discuss, combined data sets and duplicate data. And tomorrow's session we are going to continue normal forms. That's what normalization, what is the normalization, all that we'll see one by one.